around the globe, and welcome to Face Facts Party. I would like us to have fun and also informative and insightful 15 minutes on Fridays to see what our faces say about us and how can we get to know ourselves better through looking at our own face, and how can we get to know others better looking at their faces, like our partners, parents, co-workers, boss, neighbor, celebrity, and so on. Today, my friend Stanley Wong asked me to be a demo, and I'm so happy about it. She sent me photos, and I have just looked at them, and it found it much more interesting than I could notice at first look. That's something I have to say. Looking at people's faces, like years ago, I studied psychosomatic therapy in Australia with Psychosomatic College in Queensland, Nerang, and for a few years I was doing festivals with them, soul, mind, body festivals in Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Hobart. I apologize. This beeping from the messages, I'll just turn it off so it doesn't disturb me. Yes, and in those festivals, we would be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days at the booth, and we would have 10 minutes face to face with people who were interesting to find out what does their face say about them. So sometimes it would be 30 people in one day in those, 6-7 hours that we are there. And it was precious experience. Sometimes we would both end up with tears. That happens when the person sitting across you, how you say in English, is open and willing to open heart and willing to connect. So for me, that was one of the most satisfying experience when you look each other in the eyes and you can look the face, the structure, the features, the imbalances, everything is on the face. Everything tells the story. The face say, this is who I am. See me and accept me for who I am. This is how I see the world. Because it's all on the face. The body is also on the face. So I will now show you some of these things by using the photo of Stanley. Actually, let me see if this will work, what I have planned. So I'll do this so that you can actually see what am I talking about. Okay. Oops, I have some message. Oh, I'm late, so I'm sorry. I had somebody knocking on the door, paying the bill. So I'm a few minutes after 5, 3 or 4. So Zahir, okay. So I hope you see. I will also post the photo of Stanley beneath the this video, this live video, but let me, okay, now you can see. So let us start with the overall face shape and with prominent feature and with percentage that the three zones of the face occupy. So firstly, the shape of the Sanli's face is oval and properly oval. Sometimes people are oval but maybe pointy chin or squarish in the mental zone, but this is just oval face. Soft, representing softness, femininity, gentleness, willingness to adjust and adapt so that everyone is happy. That's the qualities that this kind of shape tells about the person. And added to that, this fleshiness of her cheek and fullness of her lips, it's added nurturing qualities. So she really likes to nurture people. Family can have a very important role in her life. People with these features are also romantic. They like the relationships, and let me take a pencil. So when I talk about three zones of the face, from the eyebrows to the hairline is oh, is Sandy with me? I only see, yeah, I can't see. Okay, so this is mental zone. From eyebrows to the bottom of the nose is mental zone, emotional zone, and from the base of the nose to the chin is a physical zone of the face. So in Sanli's case, the largest zone of her face is emotional zone, from eyebrow to the base of the nose. She's actually quite proportional, and I would say 30, 34, and what is left? 36. So let's say 37 in the middle, 37%, 30 and 33, the physical zone. So it's pretty similar, saying that still she will pay the most attention to her feelings, because that's the zone that takes the most percentage. So her feelings are very important to her. But there is also quite a bit of physical and mental zone. So she will incorporate all these three when she makes decisions or whatever she does. Now, let us go to the nose. The nose is, it has a good base, and the nostrils indicate that she's good with money. In a sense, she won't squander the money. She knows to save the money. Also, the nose is telling me that in her upbringing, she wasn't given space to express herself 100%, you know. So there is a little bit of, what's the word in English? Like it wasn't given the expression of 100% of how she is. And her whole face, there is so much softness, and it's also that same softness showing on her nose. The tip of the nose is soft, is not pointy. So it just keeps telling that she will treat people and events with gentleness, with feelings. She won't be bland and sharp. The lips shows a lot of creativity, sensitivity, sensuality. They are nearly the same thickness. And again, on the lips, I can see the love of the family and the family ties. The corners of the lips tells me so. When I look at Senli's eyes, it seems that they point down, but the eyes actually are quite leveled, maybe even going a little bit up. I could see that better if we were, face to face. So the color is brown. They are slightly protruding, but they are maybe small in a size or medium. So when I put all that together, it tells me the color is brown, so there is lots of warmth and passion. There is lots of empathy for people, compassion, but she's not always so compassionate towards herself as she is towards others. And there is also a photo that confirms that. It's here. Let me see. Yeah. So I can see here the eyes and the slightly protruding. Yet, let me put this back. So that tells me that she is a person that seeks acceptance, and she desires appreciation and wants to be included. She doesn't need to be a queen of the party, but she likes to be on the party. She likes activities, to take part in activities, talks, and very enthusiastic. At the same time, the size of the eyes indicates some caution and also some shyness. So, yeah, it's very interesting. So, it's like her heart wants to get out and communicate and get talkative and with people, but there is something that that keeps her back, that shyness or cautiousness. And maybe, eyes are the windows of the soul. Eyes are the windows of the heart. So probably that tells a lot about her heart and her soul. And also, I looked at the photos and I saw there is, I have a few photos, and there is one photo that in particular shows this one. Oops, my 15 minutes is gone. So this photo is lovely with a smile, but it shows that her left side is slightly smaller than the right side of the face. And just to quickly explain, our left side of the body and the face is governed by the right brain, which is creative. Our right side of the face is governed by the left brain, which is analytical. So this is photo a few years ago. It seems that now that shows much less. So probably she worked on it. And so that particular trait of her trait has evolved, or how would I say, she worked on it. So it tells me that the inner self, the feminine, the essence, who she really is, was less expressed because the left side was smaller, and the right side, that analytical mind, personality, going out and making things, that was slightly stronger, bigger. So that was given much more expression of personality, but less expression of the inner self, of that essence of the heart. So this photo is a few years old, but it shows that much more than on the current photo. I couldn't see that. A little bit here, it's still not equal, but I think Senli, you have worked on that trait and improved it. You worked on your heart, on your inner self, and improved that. Okay, it's 15 minutes up. So I love you. I love you. Thank you for entrusting me with your photos and looking at your face. Thank you very much. And thank you, everyone. See you next Friday.